Hi, my name's Amanda and this is the Health Hub. So I'm the founder of Burleigh Health Hub. We are putting this podcast together to help to collaborate and educate our community on all things in wellbeing. The plan is to drop in on a regular basis to support our community and help to educate people on how they can live better lives through creating healthy habits and healthy relationships. So I came from a military background. So I spent 6 years serving in the Australian Navy, the Royal Australian Navy. And I always say physical exercise actually kept me alive through mental health and well-being through that 6-year period. And then I went through the journey of healing and I discovered some great tools that have brought me where I am today. So when I got out of the military, I got into fitness instructing and working in the fitness industry. And then I went up and worked on the mine sites, implementing health and wellbeing programs. And then I decided to do a 6-year degree in naturopathy. And there were still a few things missing as I was going through that learning. And then I discovered Ayurveda, which is the knowledge of life. It's the science of life. And it just brought everything together, from the physical components to the mind, body, soul connection. So my aim is to bring the professionals to this podcast that helped me and on my journey as well, and help the community to heal and utilize those tools. So the military played a huge part in my journey. I didn't know what I wanted to do when I left school. So I joined the military because I thought that was the right thing to do. My brother joined and my father joined. And through that helped me to find my passion, because I went into that health and wellbeing space, being in isolation on a 6-month deployment, and bullied and isolated. When you're at sea, it's hard to connect with family. So there wasn't much support. So I had to help myself in those times, and it got pretty dark. And, just the thought, I'm so grateful that everything that I've gone through, I'm still here today to be able to share the story, because I know there are people out there that have gone through and going through the same experiences, and there's hope and there's people to help. And that's what Burleigh Health Hub is about. So moving through that part of the journey, it was the physical exercise that was my home, that was my go-to, spending the time in the gym. But it also wasn't a sustainable option as I moved through the journey as well. So whilst my body was getting physically hammered, it was also a way of avoiding what I was suppressing emotionally as well. So going through the healing journey, finding different modalities to support that journey. And I met a lot of amazing people along the way. But the more I learnt to come back to balance and come back to myself and listen to my body and listen to people that were being positive in my journey rather than working against it, I was able to rediscover my passion, my purpose, and Burleigh Health Hub was what I had envisaged, and I had the opportunity to start building, and this is where we are today. So Burleigh Health Hub is a home for wellbeing practitioners that reach out to the community and support community to have greater impact. It provides a supportive environment for those practitioners to be able to make a living, to be able to do what they do and do what they love most. And it also allows practitioners to collaborate so they're not working in isolation. So with Burleigh Health Hub, and we're at the stage of growing the business, and what we really want to attract is those health and wellbeing practitioners that look at health and wellbeing holistically. And so everything is interconnected. So the types of practitioners that we are attracting is acupuncturists, psychologists, counsellors, physiotherapists, nutritionists, and also Ayurveda practitioners as well. When I left the military and then I went and did my personal training course and I worked up on the mine sites, I still realised how much I didn't know about the body. And so I was working as a trainer and training other fitness trainers for a few years in Sydney, and then I ended up moving to the Gold Coast and I went to complete a health science degree. So I studied health science in naturopathy, and that was over a 6-year period while I was working full-time as well. And I still felt like there was gaps in the information that I was receiving, and I started to see this name or this label Ayurveda. When I started to get curious and look more into that, I'd also done some breathwork training as well, and that gave me an amazing experience. When I went back into Ayurveda, and I also went to India to study Ayurveda, the system just brought everything under the one umbrella, and it made sense. So it just made absolute sense of what the science of life actually looks like, and taking it back to nature and how we interact with our environments. And so at the end of the day, it's just coming back to balance, and we're never going to get 100% perfect, but the aim is to try and bring things into balance. And I think to a degree we've neutralized what stress is. And so most of us are living in high levels of cortisol and high levels of stress without even realizing it. That's compromising other systems as well. So one of the major impacts on our health is nervous system or dysregulation. The focus as well is going to be more on that mental health space, and then we can start to work more with the physical body. So the main purpose of the Health Hub, because I realise I also don't know everything, and if we can bring highly skilled and knowledgeable practitioners into the space, it can be the one-stop shop for everybody to support their health and their wellbeing journey. With the podcast, it allows us to give a bigger reach for education on some of the key topics in health, and simplify education for community as well, so we understand, because if we simplify information, it's easier to understand and digest as well. With the Health Hub, and the reason I've put a membership model together, is it allows practitioners to come into the space and make a profitable living from what they enjoy doing. So one of our membership models, it works out to about $50 a day when you come into the space, but it's not just leasing a space. It's the ability to collaborate with other practitioners. It's also the ability to access marketing opportunities as well. So when we've got all the practitioners into the one space, we can bring marketing in and create video content. And so the support is not just about a referral system, but it's also the support from a business perspective as well. And if we've got people that have been in business for a long period of time, there's also that element of mentorship as well, because we all know what it's like to run business on our own, and sometimes it helps with that supportive network. Previously, before Burleigh Health Hub came up, a few years prior, I was looking at buying a gym. So it was a franchise gym, and I tested the theory, and that's why I went up onto the mine sites to manage those sports and rec facilities, and they were including gym facilities as well. And I realised that that's probably not the path that I wanted to take, because I spent most of my time maintaining gym equipment, and rather than fulfilling the passion and purpose that I wanted to. So when I got into naturopathy, so I was still passionate about fitness and still working in gyms as a fitness instructor. But when I went down the path of naturopathy, the opportunity of this space that was already built, originally this space was built as an acupuncture training college. And so the purpose-built facility, when I saw it, then I just knew that this was the vision. This was where I wanted to go for the path of the Burleigh Health Hub. Burleigh Health Hub is very new, so we've only just started at the beginning of the year. And so any practitioner that is wanting to collaborate, so not compete, but collaborate, and those values align, I invite you to come along and check out the Burleigh Health Hub and the facilities available. What we offer that's differently, because I've got the background in the health and wellness space, so I really know what resonates with this space and what can help the community. So I've looked at other spaces. If you want to go and lease a room, that's by all means. But the differentiation with the Burleigh Health Hub is that we can actually work together to help build your business as well. So in the health and wellness space, it's going to support the community. So if that is what is aligned with you as a practitioner, like I said, come and have a chat, because we really want great practitioners that want to build their business but don't want to do it alone. Yeah, so we've got an open day that's happening. If you're watching this live, it's happening on the 8th of August, so that's next month. It's only a few weeks away. And so we've got a great following of health and wellness practitioners that will be joining us. So we'll have 6 stalls downstairs set up with representing health and wellbeing products and services. So as I'd mentioned before, like the experience that I've had through the short life that I've lived so far and the journey that I've travelled, there are some really valuable services out there in the community that can support those people that are doing it tough and need the assistance to be able to move through. So I'd really love for you all to come along. I'm not into sales or marketing. I do this because I know it works, it's still working, and it's all about making progress. It's not about perfection. If you're drawn to the information in this podcast, if it's something that aligns with you, or you know somebody that is doing it tough, please share or subscribe to the podcast. We're going to have some great speakers coming on board, and that'll really be able to communicate and have some impact on the community as well. And we'll see you at the next podcast. Hi, so my name's Amanda Weir, and I'm the founder of Burleigh Health Hub. So the name of the podcast is Burleigh Health Hub podcast.
We'll do it again, and we won't say the name of the podcast.
What did we say it was? The plan is to drop in weekly. No. Burleigh Health Hub, I can't not start this. What more do you want to know about the story?
Well, you're giving me no bloopers.
Okay. No. just I have no idea what to say.
Do you want to look it up?
I've got it downstairs.
Oh.
I'm going to have to say that again. Who is a really big... That's really going to be bad, isn't it? Don't show this on public.
First one down.
Yeah, right. So you're going to make that succinct when it comes out, right? Yeah, good.